Welcome to Cook30 for Kids. I'm Chef Jeremy Dixon from the Revive Cafes in Auckland, New Zealand. And today I'm going to share with you some amazing food, ingredients, prep techniques that you can use in your very own kitchen to make amazing world-class food. And we're going to be using lots of whole food, healthy, unprocessed ingredients like fruit and vegetables and things like that. Because God wants us to have a healthy body with lots of energy and vitality so we can do amazing things for Him. So avoid all that processed junk food so you can have great energy. Now on the program today we have two very special guests. We have Lila and Braden from Tennessee. Welcome guys to Cook30 for Kids.
Thanks
How's it
for
going?
having us.
No worries, great to have you here. So Lila, how old are you?
Oh, I am 10.
10 and you are?
11.
11, great. And you guys go to the same school?
Yes.
What school's that?
Madison Campus Elementary.
Oh wow.
Madison Campus Elementary.
Oh well, that's fantastic. Well, great to be here. And let's just want to find out a bit about these guys so you can meet them. So Lila, what would you like to be when you grow up? Do you know?
Well, I haven't really decided yet. I mean, there's so many things to be, but I know when I grow up, I'll be great.
Good thinking. Yeah, exactly. You don't have to know just yet. It's good to take some time to decide what you really want to do. That's awesome. And Braden, do you know?
I think I know. I want to be a pilot.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. What sort of pilot? What sort of pilots are there?
There are missionary pilots, commercial pilots, private pilots.
Okay, good. So
There
do
are
you know
lots.
which one, or are you going to wait for later?
Hopefully when I get up in the sky, I'll know.
Oh yep, that's a good plan. Excellent. Very cool. And do you guys have any friends? Do you have any, Lila, do you have any friends you want to say hello to? Back at home, who's your best friend?
Probably my stepsister Ripley.
Let's say hello to Ripley. Hi Ripley. Hello. And do you have any friends, specific friends, or lots of friends?
Lots of friends.
Okay. So we'll say hi to all your friends because you've got lots of them. We don't want to name them all.
Okay. Hi, all my friends.
Hello. Good to see you. Excellent. Well, we better get down to some cooking. So thanks for coming along. We're going to have a lot of fun today and share with you guys some great healthy cooking tips. So let's see what is on the menu.
Today, we're having Indian Lentil and Spinach Dahl with brown rice and peas.
And for dessert, we are having Pineapple and Coconut Lassi.
Okay, let's get cooking. So before we start, it's really important to have a nice clear bench. All our dishes are done. We've got some pots on the stove that we're going to use. We've previously boiled the jug, so there's boiling water ready to go. We've got a chopping board, and we've got all our ingredients out, so we're ready to go. A little bit of planning that you can spend before the meal to get ready can save you minutes and minutes later. So planning out and thinking ahead is a really important thing that we do in the cafes. So it's really good. So first, we're going to start with the thing that's going to take the longest. And on our list, the thing that's going to take the longest is the brown rice. Oh, you knew that, did you? Oh, excellent. That's great. Well, I can get you to help me here, Braden. So what we're going to do, we're just going to turn the gas on here. I'll just turn it on here. So with rice, what we want to do is put in, we're going to use some mixed rice. So if you can measure out 1 cup of mixed rice. I'll just turn the gas off so it doesn't, yep, 1 cup of that. So there's 1 cup up to that mark there. And if you can go and get the boiling water, and we'll put in 2 cups of boiling water. And this is a general recipe for rice. Yeah, just pick it up with the handle. You're right there. And bring it over here.
Ooh, heavy.
It's very heavy, yes.
Very heavy.
So with rice, brown rice, you can use a rice cooker, but the easiest way is just to use this recipe 1 to 2. So 1 cup of brown rice to 2 cups of boiling water, and it'll give you perfect rice every time. Okay, pour it in the pot. And if you can measure out 2 cups of boiling water, so measure it out to there, that line there, this is a 2 cup jug.
Okay.
And put that in. Don't hold, yep, you're right,
Oh
it's
boy.
quite heavy. Do you want a hand there?
Oh, I got it.
Just don't touch the glass bit because that's the hot bit. There we go, pour it in. So if you've got, when you're using hot water like this, make sure you get mum and dad to help you if you need to, because it can be very dangerous. So there we go, a little bit more, perfect. So if you want to pour that in there, well done. There we go. And the reason we're using boiling water is it probably takes around about 5 to 10 minutes for water to come up to the boil, so it's going to make the cooking process much, much quicker. Okay, if you want to put the lid on, Braden. So when we're cooking rice, there's 2 rules. Number 1 is don't stir it. You kind of want to stir it, but when you actually cook rice, little steam vents appear in the rice that actually cook it. So if you stir it, you disturb those steam vents and it doesn't cook properly. And the other thing is you want the lid on because we want the moisture to go into the rice, not kind of float out into the air. Excellent, so that's a good start. So that's a very quick thing to do there. And why do we use brown rice?
I think I know.
Yeah?
Because it's healthier than plain white rice.
Exactly. So to make white rice, they take brown rice, which is full of fibre and vitamins and nutrients. They strip off all those fibre and vitamins and nutrients and left with the white rice. So basically brown rice is the whole rice with all the good stuff in it. So yeah, great answer. So when that kind of comes to a boil, we'll turn it down so it's just simmering, and that means when it's just bubbling. So we've got the first job on, we've got the rice done. So now we're going to start the dal. Does that sound exciting? So I'm just going to chop an onion up here.
What I've been waiting for.
What have you been waiting for? What's that?
The dal.
The dal, yes. I think you like Indian food particularly, don't you, Braden? Yes, that's excellent. So I'm just going to chop this onion up here. It's a little bit fitty, so I'll just rip into it this time and chop it up. So just a simple onion like that. You can put that in the rubbish bin. And we're just going to chop it up nice and fine like this. So you may, if you're happy with knives, you can do it, or you may want to get mum and dad to help you. And it's good to just economise on your cutting. And when you're chopping, you want to make sure you're slicing the blade through the onion like that. You're not pushing down, you're pushing through it. So you're not doing that. See, it's really hard, but if you slide the knife through, it's much easier. So we'll just turn this guy on here. Oh no, that one's on. And this one here is on now. And so if Braden, you can put that in the pan there. And if Lila, you can put some olive oil in. So probably put about 1 tablespoon. So I'll just tell you, yes, measure it out. That'd be great.
Oh.
Oop.
Oops.
That's great. I'll use another one.
Okay.
Just use a couple of those. Yep, that's great. So if you want to measure it in there. And this is a really good way to start a dal or any kind of curry with some onions. And there you go. Oh, it's got a little slippery thing on it. There you go.
Just one of these?
3 of those. That's a teaspoon. So do it over it. Lovely.
Put it in there?
Yep, put it in. So that's 1 teaspoon equals 3 teaspoons is 1 tablespoon. Lovely. And Braden's ready with the spoon, ready to stir it. That's brilliant.
Okay.
And if you want to put in
Ready and tidy.
2 tablespoons of that, actually I'll get a tablespoon measure for you, or else we might be here all day. I think we've got one here somewhere.
Man.
So if you're going to put in 2 tablespoons of ginger as well.
Here.
And while you're doing that, I'll do the garlic. Put in 2 cloves of garlic. So garlic
Looks like
and onion.
applesauce.
It does too. So garlic, ginger's a really great thing to have in dals. So you're going to put that in. Yep, put it in there. And get that all, and the heat will really make it smell lovely. Excellent. And I'll just chop up this bell pepper here, which is also called a capsicum, and we'll put it in.
Okay.
Well done. I'll just put this up. Look at that. Do you like bell peppers? Who likes the green ones? That's okay. Fire that in there as well. Throw it in the pot.
Yeah.
I'll grab that.
Smells good.
Great.
Oh,
Looking good, guys. Yep, throw it straight in. Just fire it in.
Yeah,
Drop
just
it in.
put it in.
Wow.
It's looking really good. And now we're going to put some spices in.
Ooh.
And we want to put a teaspoon.
Wouldn't
Of
it sound
the-
weird if I wanted to eat one of these?
If you want to what?
Eat one of those.
Yep, and that's the good thing about cooking. When you're cooking, you can actually eat. So let's have a little bit of capsicum if you want.
Ooh.
Just don't double dip. Put it in your mouth and eat it. Is it crunchy? Is it nice?
Mm-hmm.
Yummy, nice and fresh.
Food ever.
Yes, excellent. Okay, now we want a teaspoon of each of these. So we've got some curry powder, we've got some turmeric, and we've got some coriander, and they're really good bases to make a dal. So 1 teaspoon of each of those. Keep stirring well. Excellent. Great stirring skills there. Now you notice this rice, what's happening here? It's all bubbling, isn't
Whoa,
it?
yeah.
So we're just going to turn that down so it's just bubbling. So usually on a very low setting.
In there?
Yep, throw it in. So 1 teaspoon of each of those.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Oh, did you try it?
Well, it was on my finger.
It probably won't taste very nice until it's cooked. Brilliant. So lovely Indian spices will make this dish taste very, very authentic.
Yeah.
Just tip it out into the spoon. Oh, look. Oh, you got most of it. No, none of it there. Keep tipping. Lovely, doing really well there.
Do you mind tapping it or something?
Sure. Here we go, come on. There we go, yep. Lovely. Put that in. And the other one is the curry powder. Oh, I'll take this off.
That might be a little bit easier.
There you go, that's going to be good. Wonderful.
Yeah, way easier.
So that's a great start to this dal, is these lovely flavours with the garlic, the ginger, the onion, with the capsicum and the spices, gives us a really good flavour base. Which brings us to our next ingredient, and dal is basically a lentil dish in India. That's what basically people in India call a dal, is a lentil dish. Tastes good?
Mm.
Good?
Smells
Can you,
good.
can you smell that?
Yeah.
It smells great, doesn't it? So, see these little red lentils here? So these guys here are full of protein and they're like really amazing, and the best thing about them is they only take around about 10 to 15 minutes to cook. So when we've only got 30 minutes, they're really, really good, and they go nice and creamy, and they're a really great thing to have. So if
What do you put them in?
We're going to put them in there.
Okay.
So if you want to measure out, I think we want one and... How much do we want? Let me look at the recipe. We want lentils, 1.5 cups. So if you can use that cup that we had before that's gone missing somewhere.
It ran away.
Did it run away? Where's it gone? Quick, find it. Oh. Well, here's another one anyway.
Okay.
It's the case of the disappearing cup. You got
That
it over
should be a
there?
book.
Exactly. Brilliant. So put that in there.
I want one of it.
Yep, 1.5. So that's one. So make sure when you're measuring stuff out, make sure you go to the rim. So keep
Okay.
going. So when you get it there, that's totally even with the rim. It's looking pretty close. Yep, wonderful.
Put it in there.
Put it in there.
Wow.
How's the stirring going there, Braden?
My arm's a
job.
little tired, but
Yep, keep stirring.
working.
And I might just turn it down a bit. See, it's burning a little bit, so we'll just turn it down to low, and so it won't burn. Just keep it.
Probably the olive oil.
I know the olive oil helps it not stick, actually.
Oh, no, like
just-
the burnt part.
But okay, half more cup of lentils, so it's 1.5 cups. So fill it up halfway, and then after that, oh, I found the missing cup.
Wait,
Look at this.
all of it or half?
Just half a cup. Perfect. Yep, that's enough. Put that in as well.
Whee!
Lovely. And now we're going to put some water in. We're going to put 4 cups of boiling water.
Okay, solved.
So 1, 2. So again, be really careful. And when this goes in, it'll stop it from burning as well. So 1. And is it going to make it? Is it going to make it? Yes. How much cups did I say? 4. So there's 4 cups of water, boiling water. And again, being boiling water, it's going to cook quicker. So look at that. So as you can see, it looks like a bit of a soup at the moment. But the more we keep cooking, this will start to get thicker and thicker and thicker. Those lentils will get softer and softer and softer, and it'll become a nice kind of soft, mushy dal, which will be great, and we'll have it on the brown rice. But the brown rice are going to make special, so hold on till later for that. So there you go. We've made an excellent start on our recipe, haven't we? We've done well. So we've got the rice and the lentils the dal underway. So yes, the meal's going on really, really well. If you've just joined us on Cook30 for Kids, we're having so much fun here in the kitchen. We have Lila and Braden all the way from Tennessee. And on the menu today we have...
Indian lentil and spinach dal with brown rice and peas.
And for dessert, we have pineapple and coconut lassi.
This is going to be such an amazingly delicious meal, all the way from India with lots of Indian flavours and ingredients. So now we're going to do the lassi, and a lassi is kind of like, think of it as an Indian smoothie. So we're going to use some great ingredients here. So can you go to the fridge and get the bananas? Sorry, the freezer.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to start this with some frozen banana. And if you've got spare bananas left over, a really good thing to do is actually chop them up. Oh, the freezer's the other door.
Oh.
Up the top there. Bananas are really great frozen for smoothies or lassis. They add like such a lovely creamy, sweet kind of flavour to things.
Be healthy bananas.
Excellent, thank you very much. And look at that. So those bananas are frozen, so basically take the skin off first, or they're really, really hard to get into. And as you can see, we've got they're a little bit tight. So there's 3 bananas in here, and we want about 1.5 bananas, so that's probably about... You're going to put probably half of those bananas in there. Put half of those bananas in there,
Okay.
which is 1.5 bananas, so not all of them. And here we have some pineapple chunks. So you could use whole pineapple if you have it. So a lassi is often mango based, but we're going to do a pineapple one. So this involves bananas. That's about halfway. Perfect. And if you want to put this pineapple in as well, so we've just got some pineapple chunks here. And what does it say on the front?
Pineapple chunks in 100% pineapple juice.
Exactly. So you can get pineapple chunks that are in sugary syrup. No, you don't want those. You want the stuff that's in just juice. So if you want to pour that in there, into the blender. Lovely. And we're also going to use a really good Indian ingredient to make things taste lovely, and that is coconut cream. So that's something you can get from your supermarkets, these little baby cans. So if you want to see if you can open that can of coconut cream,
Oh, there.
that'd be great.
I see that the turmeric has made the spoon and the cutting board yellow.
You're right, look at that. Turmeric is a really amazing spice, and it makes things really lovely yellow colour. But you're right, look at that. The spoon's all yellow, the board's all yellow. It gets everywhere. So yeah, be very careful when using turmeric. But it has a really nice flavour, nice colour. Okay, how's the coconut going? Look at that, little baby cans being opened. Brilliant. Cool. So flick out the lid. We don't want the lid going in the blender. Lovely. So coconut cream's a really lovely ingredient to use. Just pop it on the board if you like. Tastes good. Lovely. Don't dip that finger back in anything. So yep, so pour that in.
That goes there.
Yep, pick it up and
You
pour it
want
in.
me to put these diced tomatoes into the...
Yes, we do. We'll get to that very shortly. Start with
Dahl.
the tomatoes. That's great. Great thinking ahead there, Braden. Always think about what's coming up next. So look at that. You've got that lovely pineapple, frozen banana, and the, what else is in there? Coconut cream. So you know that that is going to taste good, don't you? So I'll put it on there if you can find the lid somewhere. Oh, there it is. And get the blender started. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Whoa! There's the blender going. That's amazing. Oh, before you mix that in, I'll show you them something first. And you can push stop. Might need a little bit more. Keep going. So as you can see over here, this dal is really, really thick. I mean, look at that. Look how thick it's got. It looked like a soup before, but it gets really thick. And it's really, that looks beautiful and lovely and creamy, doesn't it? You might need a little bit more though. I think there's still lumpy bits in there. So give that a stir in. So stir in the can of tomatoes. And then we'll put some honey in. You can use agave or you can use date puree. So we'll put 2 tablespoons of honey, like that. Brilliant. I think it's nearly ready. Let's stop. How's it looking? Oh, look how creamy and thick and smooth that is. Does that look yummy? Mm-hmm. It does. So we'll get you to pour it into some glasses.
Also
So see if you can pour it into the glasses without touching the sides. That's your challenge.
Oh boy.
Give it your best shot. No, it's not the end of the world if you don't. So go for it. Pour it in and see if you can divide it evenly between the 4 glasses. And we'll finish these things here. Lovely, look at that. It's got a lovely thick texture, hasn't it? Okay, so we'll, if you want to open one of these cans, we're going to put some coconut cream in the curry as well. And we'll put in some salt. So we want half a teaspoon of salt. I'll put that in. And this will just give it some salt. You don't put salt in before you cook lentils. Salt, if you put salt in before you cook the lentils, they find it very hard to cook. So you always add salt after you've cooked lentils. Lovely look at that cream. Just gives it a lovely creaminess. Keep pouring the whole lot. It's just a baby little can. And give it a good stir around. Oh, look at that! You didn't touch any sides. Oh, there's a little one here. No one saw that, did they? Lovely, very cool. What does it taste like?
It's amazing.
Cool. And now
Bananas.
Bananas, yep, bananas and pineapple and coconut. And we're going to garnish it. We're going to put some of these on, so just throw a couple of berries on as well.
Can I do 3 each?
3 each sounds like a great number. When you're putting things in on food, generally odd numbers are the best. So 3, 5, 7 generally look best. If you can't see, just put another one in, no one will notice.
Okay.
Cover the other one. Lovely, excellent. And I'm also going to put some little mint leaves on for garnish and put them in here. For colour, green is the best thing to garnish food and make it look amazing. So I'll just find 3 nice, lovely little mint leaves. If in doubt, use green. And these will just look great. So this is a very easy smoothie you can make at home.
Have we already put the salt into the...
Yes, I did it before, so thanks for checking with that. And doesn't that look lovely and creamy? That's great. Ta-da, look at that. Brilliant. Those look amazing smoothies, don't they? If you want to we'll put some more mint leaves on, and then we can put those on the table. Here we go, 2 more little mint leaves, just like that.
Smells like
great.
coconut.
And if you want to carry them really gently, because you don't want them to kind of wobble and kind of get marks up the sides, so if you want to go and put them on the table, that'd be wonderful. You probably take 2 at a time. Excellent. Lovely. You've got to be careful with the finished product. Okay, if you want to grab some spinach from the freezer, so this looks really, really good, but again, adding green to any dish makes things look great. So we've got a pack of frozen spinach. See if you can open it. Is there an open thing on there somewhere? I think you might have to use a sharp knife. Oh, careful.
Nope.
I'll give it a go. I'll just give it a little bit of a cut here. There you go. So put about half that spinach in. So you want around about 2 cups of spinach in there. And this won't need heated much. It just needs warmed through so it's not so icy and frosty. Excellent. Brilliant. Beautiful. We put a spare one on the table just in case we want to drink it later. We've got a spare one. There's 3 of us, so I'm sure someone will want it next time.
In case we spill it.
Don't spill it. Okay, give it a good stir. Stir it around, stir it in. We might put a little bit more actually in. Probably about 2 cups in total. It's looking great. So it's coming along really, really, really well. Now, while you're stirring that, we've also got the rice. And we use brown rice. One thing I forgot to tell you before, we'll just have a look at here. Just check it's okay to pick up. There we go. So this rice, we use some brown rice as well. So brown rice and black rice, sorry. So we use a little bit of a mixture. So you can do that, which makes it taste really good. And what we're going to do is we're just going to spoon this off. Oh, all the water's gone. And we're just going to spoon this into this bowl. See the rice? It's lovely, pretty, isn't it, with all the different colours in there. So you can buy mixed rice, or if you've just got brown rice, you can just add 2 tablespoons of black rice or red rice, just to mix it up so it's not just so plainly coloured. Just going to get a bit of a towel here because this pot is hot, and we're just going to pour it into here. This lovely wooden rustic serving dish. And we're going to use this. Whoop, probably just a bit overcooked here. You generally want to take it off when the water runs out. Yep, just some green peas, lovely. And if you want to tip about half that packet in there, and we'll mix it up. So I might have to, can you open it there, or I'll give it a bit of a knife through there. Pour it in, pour half of those in. So you want around about 2 cups.
Oh, should I pour in the cups?
No, just measure half would be right. You can be very approximate with these kind of dishes. When you're doing things like baking, it's more important to be accurate.
Oh.
Whoop, perfect. And give it a bit of a stir around. Now those peas will not need cooking at all. They just need warm through. So give it a good stir, go in deep, go underneath, lift it all up. Yep, that's great. Yeah, aggressively stir, that's wonderful. So those peas just need warm through, and that warm rice, that hot rice, will be just enough. And instead of serving with just normal rice, adding the peas just adds a lovely mushiness, a lovely freshness, a lovely greenness to make them taste just a little bit more special.
It also looks a little bit more special.
Exactly, and that's really important. So everything looks special. Just take those little extra moments to make things look special. That's great. Give it a stir around. Now look at this dough. How does that look?
Good.
So that started out like a watery looking soupy thing, and now it looks like a beautiful green, colourful dish to have. And to finish it off, we're going to just use some cilantro. Cilantro is a great herb to use. And we're just going to chop this up and just sprinkle it over the top.
Right here?
Yeah, we'll just put a little, yeah, that can go just on the table, just like that. It's ready to go. So throw it on the table. Brilliant. And we're just going to chop up some of this.
Does that go in the
And that just goes on there as a
dal?
garnish. And that dish,
You don't want me to mix it up?
no, just leave it on top as a garnish, and that is ready to serve, just like that. And our Indian meal is now finished. Well done, guys. And there we have a delicious Indian meal. We've got Lila and Braden all the way from Tennessee. You guys did a great job. What did you enjoy doing, Braden?
I enjoyed stirring the dal. It looks great.
It looks great, it's fantastic. And what about you?
I loved blending the bananas.
You were great at that. And look at that magnificent smoothie or lassi that we've got there ready to go. Well, Braden, would you mind saying grace for us?
Sure. Dear Lord, thank you for this food. Please be with the kids around the world that cannot eat like this. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, we better get eating, hadn't we?
That looks great and smells
Looks
even
amazing.
better.
Yes. There you go. Dig into that.
More.
Tastes
great.
awesome too.
Does it? Oh, that's great. Brilliant. That has a really nice dal. Well, thank you for joining us today. I hope you've learnt some new tips and skills, and we look forward to seeing you next time on Cook30 for Kids!